Michael asks, what is my recommendation for a video player that works in both iOS devices, as in Apple mobile devices, and Windows and Mac PCs? He got the Easy Video Suite today, and he's also looked at the JW Player. You know, I haven't tested the latest JW Player just because I've been using Easy Video Player for that pretty heavily. Easy Video Player is the older version of a new product that some of you may have seen me send an email out called Easy Video Suite, which is pretty cool. And the thing about it is, and it was one of the reasons why I wanted to do a special session on video players. There's a lot of confusion out there, and even more than that, there are some specific issues when it comes to Camtasia, right, and PowerPoint video specifically. Well, those are the two kinds of videos that, you know, I create the most of, that we use and that we try to train you folks on. And so, you know, they're great tools to create the video content, but I got to tell you, when it comes to production time, you know, and using Camtasia to produce out the video, it has some strengths, but it also has some big-time weaknesses. For example, my biggest pet peeve with it is that, yes, I can share it up to screencast.com or to YouTube very easily after I've edited it, which is a big, big plus and feature of Camtasia. But screencast.com is really the only easy and embed code that I can put on an existing web page or blog post. Okay? If you use any of the custom settings like File, Produce and Share, and then use anything other than go to Screencast, like use custom production settings and create your own Flash videos, especially if you want to use the new HTML5 player for Apple devices and Mac, for example. The players that Camtasia spits out have all kinds of ugly code associated with them, and they don't give you just an embed code, okay? It just doesn't, and it is so ugly. You literally have to copy and paste object code out. I was just going to look for a web page real quick. Let's see. You literally have to create or copy and paste code, script code, out of the headers of the pages that Camtasia creates. And so here's the web page that Camtasia creates. Let's say I want to, let's launch it, and I'll show you. Oh, awesome. Hey, there's my video. It has a table of contents in the Camtasia player. Nice, right? What if I wanted to put this on an existing web page instead of the one Camtasia spit out? Or on my blog? How would I do that? Well, the answer is you kind of can't, unless, let's view the page source here. You go in and you grab, you copy, you upload it to the server first, then you copy this script, and paste it in your new page or on your blog, or then you go and get this script and the object here. Oh, wait a minute, make sure you don't screw this up, because if you don't grab all of this, it won't work. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That's literally what you have to do to make this work. So that, to me, is just hideously ugly. Camtasia makes a great video, right? Let me edit it and do all kinds of cool stuff. But this part, yeah, not so much. And then just quickly to look at PowerPoint, well, I can, record my slideshow and narrate it, and right in PowerPoint 2010, do a file, save and send, create video, full HD quality video. Yeah, but it spits it out as a WMV file without a player. Okay, so what am I going to do with that? If you want to watch a video, you got to have a player on the internet. Well, to get around all of that, I use what's called a third-party player. And my favorite currently is called Easy Video Player, right? But there is a new version that shipped today, which is kind of what Michael's talking about, called Easy Video Suite. And here's what it does. What it does is it lets me take just the video files, just the MP4 file that all my editing yummy goodness Camtasia did, right, and let me produce out, and it lets me drag and drop, load it up to, Amazon, which is where I host these. You know what, let's see if we can fire this app up real quick, because this is kind of sweet. The thing I like about this that is even easier than Easy Video Player is, you see this right here? This is a desktop application. Before, to upload stuff to Amazon S3, you had to use a plug-in with Firefox, or you had to go to Amazon and log in and blah, 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 and all this good stuff. Here's how you do it with this. Okay, you find your video, you drag it here, and you drop it. And what it will do then is go ahead and compress it if you like, and upload it all right into Amazon. And then all I do is I go in here to this portion of it. Let's go ahead and self-sign in. It will show up here in my list of videos, and then I can do all kinds of cool things, like change the settings, give it any kind of player that I want. It's all just very drag and drop and customizable. Makes it really easy to create, you know, some really cool players and do things like split testing and, you know, all that. There's no copying of that code until you get to the very bitter end, and everything is all configured and all working and looking cool and looking good. And then it's right here. Boom. Just copy this and paste it wherever. Blog post, web page, anywhere. That's all I got to do, and it will put this awesome looking player, which will be viewable on Macs, Apple devices, PCs, whatever, you know, just like that. It's pretty slick. I really kind of like it. Oh, here's another neat thing while we're just kind of on a roll with it. A lot of times I just want to create a video and I want to put it on a web page, you know, and customize it a little bit. This is kind of nice. So I'm going to spend just a moment here. So here, what you can do is create a page for your video, right? So literally all you do is push that button, and then you can drag and drop stuff. So I could change the title of the page, right here. And then now let's put some text below the player. You know, test. Save it. We could put an opt-in form below that. We could put images. We can put HTML. Or how about some Facebook comments? See, just kind of dragging and dropping. And let's see, to share the video, we'll share the page. I can pick a different look and feel. So let's create this page with this video. Ready? Save and continue. Boom. That's it. Let's view the video. The video page. Here, I'll paste this in so you guys can see this into the chat box. So I just created that entire page with Facebook comments and a sweet player. I don't know. Oh, and let's try this. Let's make a change. So let's say, I think I need to kill that. Let's say I don't like that player. Let's go back in. We're going to edit it. Because the other interesting thing here is that it's all server-based. So yeah, I don't like this torn look here. Let's change it to a cleaner look. There we go. Just pick it off the little selection here. Save and continue. Right, so this should stay the same. There. So it changed it, right? Because it's all server-based. So I like that. Pretty slick stuff. And this should show up very well on a mobile device. In fact, I haven't tested this particular one, but I have my iPad open, and I'll go ahead and check that out. What do you guys think? But there's no more, messing with Handbrake or Amazon uploading. You drag it, you drop it into this box here, or you pick one off of your hard disk here. You can do, now to say that Easy Video Suite is an editor would be to say it is an editor in an academic sense only. This is not really going to do you much good in the way of editing. I mean, you could trim, I guess it's a trimmer, for example, and once you upload it, what you can do is under your edit in the timeline, do things like add events along the timeline, which is really nice. And you can also add what are called chapters, or what Camtasia would call a table of contents, which is kind of nice if you have a PowerPoint video. Sometimes all I really want to do is make sure I have a table of contents. So what this does is along the timeline, I can pick a time and say add, a marker here. But even more interestingly is I could say at a certain point in the video, I want a opt-in form to pop up in the video, or a buy button to pop up right inside the video here. So that's something you can't do with a Camtasia player. So, it's one of those things, if you do a lot of video marketing, it's a handy-dandy thing. It's a time saver. It will upload it directly to YouTube, things like that. And also you can record your screen a la Jing. It's not a replacement for Camtasia, necessarily, but for quick and dirty stuff, it's nice. Yeah, so, I like it as a video tool. That was a little more than I had planned on going into that. Does anyone else have any questions on, that's really just kind of a brief overview. For those that are interested in maybe picking it up, I do have kind of a bonus thing going on. I'm not going to go over all that right at the moment. Shoot me a piece of email, and we could kind of talk about that a little bit more.